Hello YouTube, Reddit here, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Today, we're going to be visiting our old friend, the Firelink Shrine. You'll also see that I'm now online after a restart of the game and a patch. It has now connected. Fancy us. Let's head down here first. And we've got an ash pile. Bed the coiled sword. Okay, the coiled sword would be the item that we got from our boss fight. Thrust in Shrine Bonfire to activate Bonfire Warp. Sword missing from the Shrine Bonfire. Cannot be equipped as a weapon. Thrust into the Shrine Bonfire to restore its power and enable travel between bonfires. This sword is only bequeathed to chosen Ash, as judged by the Eudix, who awaits the arrival of Ash as a scabbard. Okay, so he was there as a trial of our worthiness, it would seem. Ooh. Interesting. With that, we have created our first bonfire. Alright. Now travel. Okay, we've already got the 3 bonfires we've been to before in the Cemetery of Ash, as well as one on the High Wall of Lothric. We can attune spells. I only have the one. That's kind of interesting. Storage box, burn undead bone shard, which I don't have any of. Okay. So let's talk to this lovely lady, fairly reminiscent of the Maiden in Black. We saw in the opening cutscene this crown that she placed over her eyes. On the inside of it was sort of shifting and moving.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Okay. We can level up. We can talk.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations.
It's an interesting prayer that she is now saying while you're leveling up. Maybe sheds a little bit of light on the actual leveling process. For now, let's see here. Let's grab like a point of endurance, and maybe like 2 points of dex. Get a little bit more damage as well as some extra stamina seems worthwhile. And let's see what else she has to say.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
Okay.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become. I will show thee, Ashen One.
So I am.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
So I am unkindled, would be my assumption there. You know what? I'm actually going to maybe. I'm going to turn down the voice just a little bit. I adjusted some of this to make the voice work a little bit easier to hear, but I feel like that's a little overpowering. And we have this fine gentleman.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
And the collapse gesture. So no longer talk of undead or curses, but rather that we are unkindled ash.
Don't you think?
I wonder how things have changed in this cycle of the fire.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends, those who would link...
Okay, just on a repeat. Interesting armor, though. Alright, and we also see someone over there. Well, read engraving. Yorm, the giant of the profaned capital. Ah, I see. So this would be his throne. Okay. Watchers of the Abyss, their throne, I suppose. Okay. And then, what's with this little guy?
O thou unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Alright. So, Ludleth is one of the previous linkers of the flame?
Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be linked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a Lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus.
Now, I don't mean to correct your lore here, but I'm pretty sure your reenactment of the first linking might be a little off. I believe maybe the cursed undead went around killing all of the lords and combining their power into one vessel, not bringing people together.
Knowest thou of our purpose? 5
Okay. Yep.
So I may...
Die a Colossus.
Now. Do not be away over long.
Fair. I assume he speaks of his importance in the linking process, and even though he is small in stature, he will be great in import. I think Aldrich of the Deep. Sort of like a oozy slime monster in the opening cutscene. Okay, I've got a tunnel over there. Alright, we came in... Oh boy. We came in up there. Got paths off that way, off that way. Ah! Is it? Oh. Hello.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
Okay, so still certainly undead. I wonder if there is a difference between simply being undead and being unkindled. Simple merchant, we can buy a few embers, some repair powder. Should figure out how durability is working in this game, like Dark Souls 1 or 2. Purple moss, fire bombs, prism stones, soul arrows. Might not be a bad purchase for us. We do have the 10 intelligence required. The tower key, dried fingers, white sign soapstones, homeward bones. Farron's dart. Fire a soul dart. Interesting. Much lower FP cost. Lower requirements as well. So I'm assuming lighter damage. Daggers, short swords, scimitars, halberds, sorcerer's staff. Man, she has actually got a pretty decent haul here. Talismans, torches, leather shields, crimson parmas, warrior's round shield, chain armor, and some simple arrows. Okay, I can get behind this. We can also sell to her, which is quite nice to have early on.
Ashen One, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death?
Right, and with umbral ash, she perhaps changes it into something, or maybe it just unlocks like additional items for her to sell.
Knowest thou of that soppy gossip? That cordial intrusion layeth the path to embers. And so thou art in need of a soapstone, Ashen One. Then thy pockets will overflow with souls to trade to me.
Jolly cooperation indeed. Okay, okay.
Ashen One.
Yep.
Ashen One.
Alright, we might look into that dart before too long, but first, let's say hello to this familiar fella.
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust? A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
It seems like Andre has come straight out of Dark Souls 1. Interesting, he was a very early design character, and therefore one of the few who actually has a moving mouth before they went with just simply having character voices come from a disembodied sound around them. Alright, reinforce weapons, infuse weapons, repair equipment. Do we need to do this? Does the bonfire take care of it? It seems like it's doing a Dark Souls 2 style repair where weapons degrade fairly quickly, but resting at a bonfire takes care of it. A lot Estus. Oh, this is new. Okay, so I get to decide how many of what kind of Estus flask I want. I think I'm going to go with 4 and 0 instead of the 3 and 1 I currently had. I have no Estus shards.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would.
Yep, okay, and
Prithee be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Seems like he was just about to explain the repair system to me.
Ah, 'tis good to see. What needs smith?
See if he has anything more to say.
There are two ways to smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems. Bring the stones, and I'll do the smithing. It's my purpose, after all. In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down.
And hurrah.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of coal. My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned.
Oh.
Oh, by the by, if you find any Estus shards, bring them here. They can be used to reinforce either of your Estus flasks. Without those flasks, you'd want for life or focus. And they'll always stay with you. Why not treat them well? Huh? Weapons and protection, but when
Okay.
they take...
Yep, got it. All right. So we've got a basic blacksmith available to us very early on, all things considered. Anybody else in and around here? Let's just do a quick lap around the shrine. See if there's anybody or anything we might be missing. Dead end. I'm assuming we're going to do a very, well, Dark Souls 1, but also very Demon Souls-esque thing with a Nexus, and that we expect additional NPCs to sort of show up here in other areas. That's where I just was. Okay. And so maybe some of these dead ends now will not be that way forever. Now this, Holy King Lothric, last hope of his line. Okay. We hadn't looked at that one before. Okay, so we've not gone, let's see, this way? It is a little bit maze-like down here. And anything over here? No, I think we're right underneath Andre, right? Yeah. Okay. So, came in. Andre's that way. This is just a ledge. Just a ledge. So, is there a way out of here? I know we could fast travel, but I'm like, on foot, is there a way out of here? Is there a way to the next? Oh yeah, there's an upper level. Here we go. I did also see an item right up there, so there's got to be even an upper level. The seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. Well, hello there. Okay, I'm assuming if we get invaded that coming here would afford us with a seed of a tree of giants, which would then mean that the next time we get invaded, we're able to use it and make the enemies in our world aggressive towards invaders as well as ourselves, which can sometimes prove for a nasty surprise. Okay. That's locked. Soul of a deserted corpse. Looks like a shortcut up there later, so perhaps we are going to come back to this from another direction. Yeah, not quite. Okay, okay. Well, we've got quite a large nexus of... No. Okay. We've got quite the large nexus as a home base here. Surely plenty of things to explore. So I'm guessing if we come back to here again later, that ladder sees itself kicked down. Perhaps we find the way that we would get up into the rafters for whatever that item is as well. No. Now I don't know. Oh man, are illusory walls going to be? The bonfire will deliver the. And that was not rateable, so it seems like that was a developer message. Okay, and this is back. The tutorial area is back that way. But I don't think we necessarily explored everywhere up here. Certainly quite the view. Yeah. Okay, is that it? Nope, some stairs. Another guy up here. You're not going to talk to us, are you? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Fancy sword you have there. Mine's pretty fancy too, though. Of course, that 200 damage didn't take off nearly as much of his health bar as I would have liked. Yeah, that moment when you get off a parry and riposte and realize that your enemy has far more health than you do. Also, I'm backing through other enemies that were at least not aggressive to me, so that's something. You wanna come up here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that more or less went right through my ability to block it. Well, let's try this again. Yeesh. And back off and heal. And I can get off like 2 more parries. I feel like we've got this. Unfortunately, my ability to block their attack is fairly limited. Oh boy. Really? So close. I ran out of stamina, didn't I? Or maybe the stagger just didn't continuously stagger him? Either way, I think I know where I'm going back to. Wait, excuse me? There's now a fog ball up over here? Interesting. This is where I came in from, certainly. Can I not, Really? I can't go back out? So I've just lost that? Well, that's a little depressing. Huh. Okay. Good to know. I guess perhaps it seals behind us after our first death? Or, wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, what? Or we were being invaded? But the message seems to indicate that others have seen it as well. I wonder if it's truly just preventing area loading. That would be strange. A bit of a departure from previous mechanics as well. Yeah. Okay, I see. So, I think I've gotten those parries just a little bit off. So I took quite a bit of damage there from that first attack. Alright. Thankfully my parry timing is at least okay. Certainly better than my roll timing was whenever I first started playing again. No, that was not you gearing up for an attack. Okay. Neither was that. Alright. Well, we can do this. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. That went quite a bit better than the first try. I am no longer on fire, though. Interesting that I don't look quite so hollowed and undead. Ah, an Uchigatana. Master's attire and master's gloves. Master's attire is a terribly worn shirt. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed, but alas, my clothes went to tatters. And it's generally just worse in every way. Quite a bit lighter, but probably not for us. The Uchigatana, though, not quite enough strength to use it. That's kind of interesting. Although we probably just picked up enough souls to actually level up our strength at least one time. Doesn't open from the side. Okay, perhaps I was intended to come through here at a later time. I don't know, he didn't seem all that over-leveled or anything. And we didn't get a ton of... Oh, okay. Do you want to explain why you guys just sat there doing nothing all this time? As soon as I grabbed a shield, decided you were going to get real angry with me? Yeesh. Alright. Another ember. Let's check out the east-west shield. A wooden shield decorated with the ancient symbol of the two-headed eagle. Close to a small shield in size, wooden shields are light, manageable, and offer relatively high magic absorption. And of course, I can parry with it. I'm going to stick with my, super awesome parrying shield. Not the most physical block in the world, as we saw when facing Mr. Uchigatana, but as we also saw when facing Mr. Uchigatana, parrying is very handy. Another homeward bone, another sign that it's time to head back the way we came. Okay, I tell you what, let's head back into level up if I can remember whence I came. Has to be out this way. And here we go. I could go ahead and grab the 1 point in strength necessary.
Ashen One, produce the coiled. The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the to Lothric.
Okay, been there, done
Very
that.
well, then take nourishment.
I know. Okay, let's grab 1 point in strength. And we're a little bit short to get anything else except...
Farewell.
could also grab...
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be?
Could also grab our dart. Baron's dart.
Ashen One.
Okay. Now... stock. Nothing unusual. I don't think I'm going to take the time to read every item description for the camera, but I'm going to kind of glance over them and ensure, if there's proper nouns or anything, I will probably make note of it. However, when it's just things like it cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result, I don't know that we all need to hear that, and if you're super interested, you'll at least be able to pause on those frames. I do want to go ahead and attune here, and I can have 2 spells, so that's cool. Now let's check this out really quick. Okay, pretty much what I expected. Seems fairly fast, and is basically like a soul arrow light. Alright, that combined with the Uchigatana, which has a pretty standard Uchigatana move set. Good straight thrust. I actually kind of like the Ioto, a little bit more. There's some of these words that I've never really said out loud and only ever read, which is always interesting. I promise not to call them scimitars, though. But one of the other katanas in the game, I always liked its heavy attack more, where it would do the scabbard draw and slice. I always thought that was quite cool. Excuse me? Okay, so we've got, like... alternative stance. So this is L1 to block, R1 to attack, R2 to heavy attack, L2 to enter this stance. And I assume if I was locked onto something, this would not look quite so silly. But I move fairly slowly, and then if I light attack, I actually get the Ioto's attack. Interesting. That's also kind of unique. I don't know what I would be slashing with that exactly. Oh, and I'm also burning through my my focus, my FP. Okay, interesting. Now I also noticed my L2. Oh, I think I realize what has just happened. Skill, steady chant boosts the strength of sorceries for a very short period. Works while equipped in either hand. Okay, so I can boost, and then, wow, the casting speed of that is awesome, by the way. And then do something like this. Alright, I can get behind that. Alright, we've probably dawdled long enough here. Let's go ahead and warp. It would seem from the developer note that we do, in fact, want to warp to the high wall. Maybe, seeing as we can come to Firelink Shrine from other directions, there were a couple of doors that didn't open from this side, etc. Perhaps we can get back to here from the world at large, but getting out of here initially requires warping. That might be just to sort of segregate you from any invasions or anything of that nature. Seeing a few familiar items, such as a covetous silver serpent ring. Ah, well, that was unexpected. I assumed I was going to arrive at a bonfire, but I was very wrong. It seems that this twisted sword has been extinguished. Huh. Can we like Pull the chain. No, no. Okay. And what awaits us on the high wall? Wow. Thank you, for always delivering with the breathtaking vistas. Wow. That was a very cool shot. That is also a dragon. Dead dragon? Maybe? Doesn't seem to be moving. They also kind of seem to be praying to it. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I spy a bonfire. Also, what is with these guys' legs? They've grown into the tree. No cutting them down either. Okay. Bonfire wasn't too far away. Good, good. Well, I tell you what, with this beautiful view on the horizon and whether or not I want to tangle with a possibly sleeping dragon as the decision lingering in the air, let's go ahead and wrap this episode up here. I think we've got a couple of branching paths in our future. Yeah. We can either head over there or over there, although, is this way a drop? No, stairs going down. Okay. So, branching paths. We've got kind of our castle-themed starting area, as seems to be a fairly common occurrence. And this is where we'll pick up next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe. There will be more content on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.